I believe you have heard about the debate that Peter Obi and Atiku had, where they were asking them about fuel subsidy, where Obi categorically said that he will not bring back fuel subsidy. But Atiku said he will bring back fuel subsidy. Prior to that information or before that interview, in 2022 campaign, Atiku said he will remove fuel subsidy. But why now he said he will bring back fuel subsidy? Let's watch some of his videos that talk about the interview.
No, Peter Obi.
Well, I subscribe and I maintain that you need to remove subsidy. Mismanagement of the proceed should not be the reason for not removing it. What we should have done is that when we remove subsidy, we would have given the people alternative usage for the subsidy. What we have today is that that removal and the attendant resources being recovered is also being mismanaged and stolen. For example, we have received, according to them, 16 trillion. We will, I said it before, go to my manifesto and say I will remove subsidy. We'll do it in organized manner, and whatever we recover will be invested appropriately. And I just give you an example because we have no time. Let's say you remove subsidy and you decided number one thing a nation needs to develop is health. And today our health is very poor, our primary health care is very poor, where we are now have more maternal and child issues than countries like India. Assuming, let me use 5%. You said that they saved 15.8 trillion. So call it about 16 trillion. So 5% of that is just about 800 billion. And if you decide today, our biggest problem is issue of primary health care. If you decide to put primary health care in each ward, just each ward, in each ward, today it will cost you, from our own studies, an average of 100 million naira for one. We have 8,809 wards. Call it 10,000. I use 100 million naira for each. It will cost you 800 billion.
Okay.
If you decide today, we have issue now with kidney dialysis. We have over 25 million Nigerians have kidney issues. To build a kidney center, you need 200 million. And we need about 1,000 centers when we have less than 200. We need about 5,000 machines when we have less than 800. It costs you 200 million to do a center, and it costs you exactly 10 million to buy one machine. So you need 250 to set up a 5,000 machine center, 1,000 center, and it's only 250 million times 1,000 is 250 billion. You still have 14.7 billion. So it's what you use the money for. That is the problem.
Yeah, but
we will use the money in an organized manner.
But just to stay with
you save it. If they have saved the money and decide to do like any other country, we would have had $10 billion added to our sovereign wealth fund, which if you add it today, we'll be getting about $10 billion every month, which we can use for purpose. But, so don't say because people use the money they're supposed to utilize very well for party, and you say no, we should bring back. What I've said is that people in government have asked Nigerians to fast.
Okay.
They cannot be feasting when Nigerians are fasting.
Yeah.
This afternoon or this evening, so many Nigerians have been calling me to say that, you know, one of my press aides had contradicted me in my policy statement as far as subsidy is concerned. I want to repeat categorically that what I said, I will return subsidy, I will. And Nigeria is rich enough to look after the welfare of its citizens. Therefore, let it be clearly stated that he was not speaking on my own authority, because the removal of subsidy has driven more Nigerians into poverty than at any other time in the history of this country. And the fundamental responsibility of the government is the welfare of the citizens. Two, I will make sure we secure this country. We are competing with thieves. They stole the election. Now they have stolen the economy. They have stolen everything.
If you listen to Peter Obi very well, he categorically said he will remove fuel subsidy. He even made a reference of India. According to what he said the reason why people are suffering after removing the fuel subsidy is because the government are mismanaging the money. They are not using the money for what they should have used it for. Although let's watch some videos that talk about it more. But please do not forget to subscribe, share and comment, and do well to come back and watch more.
That you need to remove subsidy. Mismanagement of the proceeds should not be the reason for not removing it. What we should have done is that when we remove subsidy, we would have given the people alternative usage for the subsidy. What we have today is that removal and attendant resources being recovered is also being mismanaged and stolen. For example, we have received, according to them, 16 trillion. We will, I said it before, go to my manifesto and say I will remove subsidy. We'll do it in an organized manner, and whatever we recover will be invested appropriately. And I just give you an example because we have no time. Let's say you remove subsidy and you decided number one thing a nation needs to develop is health. And today our health is very poor, our primary health care is very poor, where we are now have more maternal and child issues than countries like India. Assuming, let me use 5%, you said that they saved 15.8 trillion. So call it about 16 trillion. So 5% of that is just about 800 billion. And if you decide today, our biggest problem is issue of primary health care. If you decide to put primary health care in each ward, just each ward, in each ward, today it will cost you, from our own studies, an average of 100 million naira for one. We have 8,809 wards. Call it 10,000. I use 100 million naira for each. It will cost you 800 billion.
Okay.
If you decide today, we have issue now with kidney dialysis. We have over 25 million Nigerians have kidney issues. To build a kidney center, you need 200 million. And we need about 1,000 centers when we have less than 200. We need about 5,000 machines when we have less than 800. It costs you 200 million to do a center, and it costs you exactly 10 million to buy one machine. So you need 250 to set up a 5,000 machine center, 1,000 center, and it's only 250 million times 1,000 is 250 billion. You still have 14.7 billion. So it's what you use the money for that is the problem.
Yeah, but
we will use the money
just,
in an organized manner.
But just to stay with
or you save it.
Peter Obi has said it categorically that he will remove fuel subsidy, that the fuel subsidy removal is not the problem of Nigeria, but mismanagement of resources is the problem of Nigeria. There's also a video that Obi was interviewed before 2023 election where they were asking him, will he remove the fuel subsidy or not? You know, that question is a critical question. You need to explain before you say yes or no. Let's watch that video together.
Poverty is suffering.
So you remove subsidy?
Well, like I said before, everything has to be, if this is going to happen, this is the result.
Would you remove subsidy?
We have to look at it critically.
Would you remove subsidy?
Remember what I said? Yes and no. We have to study. I will remove it, but I have to offer them what would be equivalent of what we are removing.
So your answer on subsidy is yes and no?
Yes. Yes.
Would you
Yes.
remove subsidy?
Yes, but because because I'm going to use the resources to do something that will benefit. But if I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to remove it.
Okay.
You must be able to offer something in replacement of what you're trying to do. I cannot spend $40 billion on subsidy and spend 50% of that in education and health. Even in security, where our security budget have not been up to that. And you're saying that subsidy is more important than security of life and property. These are things you must do. You must be able to say, if we keep this, we will not get this. If we keep this, we will not get this. But because of mistrust, I will say that subsidy is a scam.
Now, let's watch Atiku own side, because Atiku told us that he will bring back fuel subsidy. But prior to 2023 election, Atiku was the chairman of subsidy remover. So how? But now he's telling us he wants to bring back fuel subsidy. Let's watch the video.
Let's talk about your manifesto. Looks like the subject of removal of subsidies conspicuously absent in that manifesto. Is this an oversight?
It's not an oversight, but I thought Nigerians have now come to accept my position on the issue, of subsidy removal. Recall that when I was vice president, we had designed subsidy removal in 4 stages. And I was the chairman of subsidy removal committee. At that time, I worked very, very closely with former Governor Adams Oshiomhole, who was then president of the NLC. And we removed subsidy phase 1, phase 2. And by phase 2, by the time we finished phase 2, we had left office. We expected the next PDP government and the late Umaru Yar'Adua to continue with the phase 2 and phase 3. That would have ended the issue of subsidy. But unfortunately, the policy got stuck. For one reason or the other, I don't know, because I had left the government. So I think it is inevitable that it has to happen, but it has also to be accompanied. And if you recall what we did in phase 1 and phase 2, the NLC made the demands on the issue of transportation, on the issue of allowances, increase in wages, which we all met. And then we removed phase 1 and phase 2. So I believe through negotiations again with the organized labor and also other sectors of the economy, that policy should resume and be completed.
That was Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in 2022, ahead of the 2023 presidential election, where he was given the impression that he was even the person who originated the idea for subsidy removal. Because if you listen to what he said that Nigerians have come to accept my position. He said Nigerians have come to accept my position. So he is the owner of the position to remove fuel subsidy. So why is he saying he will return fuel subsidy now? He is only doing that out of search for populism topic to resurrect his fledgling campaign, which is in the tanks, if we are to believe the recent data by the 2 polling organizations. You are either for it or you are not for it. But the truth of the matter is that Tinubu mismanaged the fuel subsidy removal. And that is why Nigerians are complaining. But returning it back, is this what Nigerians want? To the era, return to the era of fuel scarcity, long queues at the filling stations. Is that what we want? He said he's going to rejig the fuel subsidy regime. But is it not the same Nigerians that will operate the return of fuel subsidy? So you see the contradiction. He's just been playing politics. He's to see what he can resurrect from his dying campaign, which nobody is buying. No reasonable person is buying, because it is not the turn of the North to produce a president in 2027. Even many people in the North are smart enough to know this. Now, let us even look at what he was talking about to show you that the man is always playing politics with key issues, particularly this subsidy. He said he didn't have it in his something as important as that. He didn't have it in his manifesto. But he said he's going to continue from that he was the chairman of the fuel subsidy remover. So if you are chairman of the fuel subsidy remover, and that was a policy of the Obasanjo administration, it means that right from Obasanjo time.
If you look at their statement, Obi categorically maintained the statement of saying that he will remove fuel subsidy, while Atiku on the other end, he will bring back fuel subsidy. Before now, he said he will remove fuel subsidy. Anyway, I would like you to be the judge, but do not forget to subscribe, share and comment, and do well to come back and watch more. Thank you for watching.